These dark days call for crimson nights, so when the sun sets, the crimson moon rises.
Good evening and happy Friday, Crimson Knights. Welcome to the stream. Hope everybody is doing well. Had a great time on Wednesday doing a sub night brought to us by Maddie. Playing some Fortnite, getting some dubs, having a good time collecting sprites with Angel and Bri. Had a lot of fun. Tonight we're going to be doing Final Fantasy Friday. Continuing with the main story of Final Fantasy XIV. It's a nice, chill Friday night, hanging out, moving forward in the story. So come on in, Crimson Knights. Hope everybody's doing well. I'm excited to be here with you. Thanks for being here. Come on in. We're just gonna jump right on in. And of course, we have to start with the cact pot, see if we won anything. We got the consolation prize. We guessed 1365. It was 4634. All right. Let's see. See what our next was. Oh, wait, no, sorry. The winning number was 1364. And we guessed 0913, so another consolation prize. How about our last one? 7218, another consolation prize. So we got nothing. I mean, we got something for playing, but we really didn't get much. Shall we go with another jumbo cact pot? What number are we gonna go with tonight? We need some 4-digit numbers, Crimson Knights. I don't know. I am 4 minutes and 13 seconds into the stream. Boom. How about another one? What else we going with, Crimson Knights? What's another one? Let's see. $8958 is on the back of this bottle. 8958. Let's go with that. I need one more cact pot number. What are we going with? What are we going with? How about about 4, 5. Wait. I don't like that number for us. I don't like that number for us. Like, give me another number. We need a 4-digit number, Crimson Knights. What are we going with? I don't know. We just had 4th of July. Let's go 1776. The odds are extremely low. But it's random. It's random, right? Random. Alright, time to change into our real class. You know what I mean, Crimson Knights? Time to get into our real class, the Bard. The man within in Quethus. Ishgard. Here we go. Man within. So where am I going? I don't know. Oh, over here. The man within, the House Fortamp Knight, has a message for you. Ah, Master Moon, it is well that you're here. You're wanted within. I believe Master Alphino wishes a word with you. Indeed. Indeed, good sir. Welcome, Master Moon. Shall I show you inside the manor? Yes. Ah, Crimson, there you are. Have you a moment? There's something I would fain discuss. I must ask you to recall the events which unfolded at the peace conference, though I dare say you would soon forget them. My mind returns again and again to the moment when Nidhogg appeared before the crowd in the guise of a Stinian. It was a sight to chill the soul, but one which gave me reason to hope that our friend might not be beyond salvation. When you described his fateful transformation at Azizla, I feared him lost forever. The mere fact that some semblance of his former self endures must surely count for something. Alas, I have no evidence to support this impression. Thus did I turn to Y'shtola and Cryle for a more empirical appraisal, and full glad am I that I did, for it would seem they have some observations of their own to share. The ladies have served us a table at the Forgotten Night. Shall we go? Yes. Excellent. Excellent. Let us not keep our honored colleagues waiting. Indeed, we must not keep them waiting. Whoops. Wrong button. I don't want to sit. I want to run.
We have kept you waiting over long, I fear.
Voice acting again.
Not to worry, Alphino. We had some rather fine mulled wine to keep us company. Truth be told, you could have delayed your arrival a few moments more.
Gibrion got the spicing just right this time. His latest batch is not only delicious and warming, but soothing to the humors.
Indeed. But 'twas not to soothe our humours that we gathered here.
Ah, no, quite right. The matter of that poor dragoon.
You have discovered something. A means to save him?
Let us not jump to conclusions, shall we? Assess the facts presented, then make an educated analysis, as you were taught.
Pray, cast your mind back to the moment of Estinian's transformation. Do you
Casting.
recall how you
Casting.
described it to us?
Yes. He turned into a freaking dragon. It was crazy.
You spoke of the sudden pangs which racked his body when he took up both of Nidhogg's eyes, and of how his form was twisted thereafter into a shadowy semblance of the Great Worm.
When he appeared at Falcon's Nest, the worm's eyes were fused to his mail.
Would that only his armor had been corrupted. Snaking forth from the eyes, I descried dark tendrils which entangled his very being. His ether has been all but smothered.
Then he is lost to us forever?
What did I just say about jumping to conclusions? Y'shtola clearly stated all but smothered. As I later discovered, her impression matched my own. Though Nidhogg's presence filled my mind's eye, beneath his seething aura, I sensed the merest hint of something else. And after listening to Y'shtola's observations, I became more certain of my suspicion that the something else I had sensed was, in fact, the trace of a different will, submerged in the sea of Nidhogg's rage.
You mean...
Yes, 'tis like that Estinian spirit yet lingers.
Can we not wrest him from Nidhogg's grasp, then? Tear the eyes from the armor?
That's my idea. Gotta
We
tear
know
those
not if
eyes
that will
off.
serve to separate Worm's soul from man's. None have ever attempted such a feat.
Should it offer even the faintest hope of success, then by the gods, I shall be the first to try.
Right? I mean, yeah, it's never been attempted. How often has somebody turned into a freaking dragon? Like, yeah, it's not been attempted before.
Alphino. By all means, hold fast to your hope, but be mindful of the dangers. Even should you succeed in excising the eyes from the Dragoon's mail, we have no way of knowing if your friend's soul would survive so violent a separation. And that is to say nothing of the possibility that his would-be savior might become Nidhogg's next host.
But what other choice remains to us? Should the opportunity present itself, I will tear those foul orbs from Estinian's armor and trust in the resilience of his soul, even at the risk of mine own.
Ah, I found you at last.
What is it, boy?
A messenger of the Temple Knights came to the manor some few hours past. The Lord Commander humbly requests the company of the Warrior of Light and Master Alphino.
Sir Emmerich would speak with us. Very well, thank you, Onawa.
Onawa. I can never remember how to say his name correctly. Onawa.
'Twould seem duty calls. Pray see to yours, and we shall return to ours.
Thank you, Y'shtola, Kryl. Your words have given me hope where there was none. Come then, Sir Emmerich awaits.
Alphino is allowing his feelings for this Dragoon to cloud his thoughts. I worry he may do something rash. Keep an eye on him, would you?
Don't worry, I'll tear those dragon eyes right off the armor. Because honestly, I wouldn't mind if I turned into a dragon.
They think more of their friends' deliverance than their foes' defeat. But will history commend their fealty or condemn their folly?
He popped in just to think that to himself and then pop out.
The conference held at Falcon's Nest was to be a celebration of the reconciliation twixt man and dragon. But the lingering shade of Nidhogg, clad in the flesh of the Azure Dragoon, did mark the occasion by spilling the blood of his own kind. A timely atrocity to remind the children of Ishgard that the Dragonsong War was far from over. And when fear gave way to fury, the call to arms rang out anew. Death to Nidhogg. Death to Nidhogg.
Alright, we gotta go talk to Sir Emmerich. What news has Sir Emmerich to share with us, I wonder? Alright, we could get the attire of aiming coffer, healing, or casting. Well, we'll just go with aiming. Let's open it up and see what we get, baby. What you got for me? Augmented Torrent Tabard of Aiming. Level 60. Nothing. Alfino, an ally for Ishgard. Alfino is eager to hear what tidings Sir Amric has to share. Might Sir Amric perchance have received word of a Dravanian advance? Or mayhap they've located Esti. That is to say, mayhap Nidhogg's been found. Come, I would hear what the Lord Commander has to say.
My friends, I thank you for coming.
You're welcome.
You have had news of Nidhogg?
Alas not. Our scouts range far and wide, but they have as yet found no trace of the Great Worm.
We dispatched an elite unit of dragoons to reconnoiter the churning mists, but even they returned empty-handed.
A pity.
Fear not, Alphino. We shall see the worm again soon enough. His words at Falcon's Nest attest to that. Indeed, he is like to come sooner than we would wish.
I assume Ishgard's defenses are being bolstered as we speak?
With all haste. I mean to call upon every able-bodied warrior at our disposal, from the Knights of the Four Houses to the men and women of the Watch. But I did not summon you to discuss strategy.
What then would you have of us, my lord?
I will speak plain. Now that Nidhogg is possessed of both of his eyes, no mortal force we can muster will repel him. That being the case, we must needs recruit an ally of equal strength.
You speak of Hraesvelga?
I do. To whom else could we turn?
Smart kid, smart kid. Figured it out.
That he is Nidhogg's equal, I do not deny. Nor can I name another. But convincing the reclusive creature to do battle with his own brood brother will be... How shall I put this?
It will be
It's like
no
effing
small
impossible.
undertaking, yes. Estinian's report was most particular about Hraesvelga's unwillingness to involve himself in the affairs of men. But much has changed since your visit to Somal, and if there is even a chance that the dragon may be swayed, I must plead our case. Whatever price the dragon asks of me, I shall pay it. Such was my oath, to defend the people of Ishgard. Come what may, my friends, the battle with Nidhogg will mark the end of my tenure as the acting head of church and state. Will you help me discharge this final duty?
We will, my lord. Though I fear our involvement offers no guarantee of success. Come then. We will depart at your leisure.
Thank you. Both of you. The city is yours, First Commander.
My lord, we shall pray for your swift return.
Everybody just loves nodding silently to each other in this game. All right, speak with Sir Amric. It grieves me to impose upon you in this manner, but you of all people understand the threat we now face. It's no imposition, Sir Emmerich. The Crimson and I, Ishgard is as a second home. After the many battles we've fought and the bonds we've forged, the plight of your nation has become our own. If there's aught that we can do to aid in its salvation, then pray impose all you must. You are true friends. Shall we be about our task then? We have no way of knowing when Nidhogg's shade will strike, but we must assume that time is not our ally. Indeed. With that in mind, I've taken the liberty of dispatching a messenger to inform Mr. Sataru that you will be escorting me to Somal. I confess I did not provide the exact details of our destination, as they are as yet unknown to me. We will summon Hraesvelgr at Zenith in the Churning Mists. Ere we begin our ascent, however, I think it best that we pay a visit to Annex Shrine. You seek an advantage in the coming negotiations? I do. I would consult with Vidofnir. I propose this in part out of concern for her condition. Were she to succumb to her wounds, it could have grave consequences for our alliance. That apart, she may be able to provide insight into her sire's current state of mind. Well reasoned. To the Dravanian Forelands, then. Speak with Vidofnir in Annex Shrine. Out here in Dravania. Oh, we gotta go up. Ah, 'tis the warrior of warriors and his companions. What bringeth you to mine abode? Pray forgive us for disturbing your recuperation, Vidofnir. I hope your wound does not pay you overmuch. Didst thou imagine me close to death? The thrust was deep, but not mortal. I will heal in time. Full glad am I to hear it. You were the guest of honor at our conference, and we failed in our duty of protection. On behalf of Ishgard, I apologize unreservedly. I am a dragon full grown, and thou thought to protect me, mortal? I was tempered by the fires of battle ere thy great-grandsire learned to crawl. Thy words do remind me of a knight whom I called friend some 1,000 years past. He swore to defend me from harm and hardship. Would that we could return to that era of peace, when man and dragon knew such comradeship. Would that our every effort to do so were not undone by ancient rancor. For truth, there can be no peace while Nidhogg's shade yet lingereth. That much is plain, yet we lack the strength to banish him. Thus do we make for Somal, to beseech the aid of your sire once more. Folly. That knowest as well as I how he will answer. Hraesvelgr's heart remains unchanged then. Pity. But if it's folly to hope, I am content to die a fool. As hath ever been the way with thy kind. Go then, but be warned. The Shade's presence hath driven its minions to frenzy. Thank you, Vidofnir. We shall disturb your rest no longer. Alright, we can get some pepperoncino, boscaglia, Logton steak, or an apple strudel, or spice cider. Let's go with the steak. I like a good steak. Winning over the worm. Alphino seems eager to press on. Though I expected no better answer from Vidofnir, I take little pleasure from having been proven right. It would seem that our presence at Zenith will be every bit as unwelcome as I'd anticipated. But what's the ire of one great worm to a trio of self-confessed fools such as ourselves? Let us begin our ascent. After you, Master Alphino. Scout ahead if you wish, Crimson. We shall join you outside Mogholm. I'm kind of curious what this is right here. What's this mission? A lesson in humility, and we get an ether current. Escos looks upon you in wonder, curious of your potential. I sense a great power within you. Yes, you will make a suitable adversary. Our younglings must learn the hardships of battle. You will find them just beyond the tower. Go, and hold nothing back. To Mogholm for now. Can always come back and do that little quest later. I had heard tales of the world above the clouds, but never did I dream. One's mind paints a pale picture of its majesty. Few live to see such wonders. I'm reminded of my first visit to this peak, when Estinian and Isael yet walked at our side. Go Popo? Is that you, Crimson? Ah, if it isn't Don't tell me you've forgotten my name, Kupo! After all we've been through together! But at least you remember me. You do remember me, don't you, Crimson? How could I forget you, Moglin? How could you mistake me for that overstuffed throne warmer? I'm Morgan, the courageous Moogle who guided you to Zenith, Kupo. Yikes. But putting our shared history to one side, what brings you and your friends to Mogholm, Kupo? Ah, another audience with Hraesvelgr. Well, I hope you've brought the horn, Kupo. With the winds as gentle as they are, a good loud toot should reach the Great Worm's ear easily enough. That's good to hear, Morgan. Thank you. We'd best press on to Zenith while the winds are in our favor. Sorry about that, Morgan! Now that was unexpected, Kupo. Chieftain Moglin will want to hear about this. I can't believe I forgot his name, dude. I got him and the king confused. Alright, let's also see what Mogsy's all about here. Mogsy is gazing fearfully at the road to Asa. Roadkill. You aren't thinking of heading towards Asa, are you? Best watch yourself if you are. Archaeosaurs stalk the road looking for an easy meal. If only someone could drive them away, Kupo. Oh, you seem the type for dragon hunting. Why don't you slay 3 of the Archaeosaurs and open the road back up for Moogle traffic? Once the deed's done, let Mogmont and Asa know. Level 54, huh? Alright, Alright, anyway, where do we gotta go? Where am I? Dude, where am I? Oh, here I am. Okay, so I gotta go up there. We'll do it, we'll do it. Let's go do it. We need to get ourselves some ether currents, man. No currents detected around here. Round here. Need to get these ether currents so that I can fly around these areas, dude. Alright, we're getting there, though. Don't worry. Don't worry, Crimson Knights. It's not too far. I know you guys are like, are you there yet? Are you there yet? We'll be there. Just chill. Chill. Got one. Just killing dinosaurs out here. Oh, well, I attacked him. Didn't need to, but I did. Thing still cannot fly because we don't have enough ether currents. Perfect. Is that someone from below? How did you get past the Archaeosaurs infesting the road? What? Moxie asked you to slay them for him? It's just like him to depend on the kindness of strangers. We've barely been able to venture outside of Asa for fear of being attacked. Now, thanks to you, the roads are just a little safer, Kupo. We got an ether current! Looks like it's still not mastered, though. We still cannot fly. Most unfortunate. Alright, so now where am I trying to get to? Here? I wonder if I also need to do this to be able to fly. Hide your Moogles. Whatever. At this point, we'll just run over. It's not going to take that long to get there. All right, let's see what Maundering Moogle has to say. All right, so here's another ether current, and we could get some earrings. Hide your Moogles. This Moogle is scouring every nook and cranny in Zenith. Hide and seek seemed like a fun game at first, but I had no idea everyone would be so good at it. Now I just want to go home. Could you find the other 3 Moogles and tell them it's time to leave, Kupo? Okay. Now I gotta find Moogles. Find the hiding Moogles. Impatient Moogle. There's one up there. How do I get up there? Playing hide and seek with some Moogles right now. Seems like Moogles like their games. Here are secrets then. There's one. You actually found me? Well, I suppose it's time to go home, Kupo. 1. There's 2. Muttering Moogle. I can't believe you found me. I'll find an even better hiding spot next time, Kupo. Where could these Moogles be? Maybe up here? I don't even know how to get up there. Oh, here he is. Emasculated Moogle. I fell asleep in my hiding place. I think I'll return to my comfy bed. Boom, nailed it. Moogles found. Hide and seek 1, baby. Unbelievable! You've already found all the Moogles? Finally, we can go home. I've never seen such skillful seeking in my life, Kupo. Sorry to make you find everyone. We usually don't hide this well. You'll be the first one we invite to our next game. Alright, so I could get earrings of fending, slaying, aiming, healing, or casting. Let's go slaying. Alright, and we got another ether current. I feel like we gotta be getting close to finishing these ether currents. At least in this area, I mean. I don't know. Do you have to find every ether current everywhere, or just in this particular area? That's the question. Can I go straight up this wall? Yes. Excellent. Keep going. All right, let's see if we can win over the worm. You think we can, Crimson Knights? What do you think? Let's give it a shot. Dude, I am so good at that horn. I don't even know how. It doesn't make any sense. Praise Felga. You dare summon me again, mortals?
Great Hraesvelga, 'tis not lightly that we beg this audience. Pray hearken to our words, for they concern the future of man and dragon both.
Greetings, Hraesvelga. I am Emmerich de Burrell, acting ruler of the nation of Ishgard.
De Burrell, huh?
I am come before you to parley on behalf of my people.
To parley? Thinkest thou thy purpose unclear to me? Thou art come to beg mine aid in the battle against the shade of my brood brother.
You foresaw mine intent.
I but read that which is writ plain in thine eyes. Would that thou had wit enough to scry the answer in mine. My beloved Shiva did once build a bridge twixt man and dragon, a bridge which thy treacherous forefathers saw fit to tear down, as thou well knowest. We're ashamed. Thinkest thou Nidhogg was alone in despairing at the murder of our brood sister? Thinkest thou mine own soul did not cry out for vengeance? Know then that upon thy accursed day, my heart did wither in my breast, and thy kind become unto me the harbingers of despair. 'Tis only Shiva's gentle dream that preventeth me from flying at Nidhogg's shoulder. Be grateful that I swore to abjure aggression ere I consumed her. I permit my children to offer or deny thee aid as they see fit, to warn thy people of my brood brother's coming, that thou wouldst dare ask more of me, but affirmeth thine incurable arrogance.
We understand that in your despair at man's betrayal, you seek only the refuge of solitude. But despite your protestations of spent faith, do you not still nurture the smallest flame of hope?
Perceivest thou such light in the dusk of mine existence?
I do. If you claim I see falsely, then tell me, why did you consent to bear a Zell upon your back?
Zell. Piteous, deluded Zell. The child did lament her past sins, and sought to balance the scales with her remaining days. 'Twas her unquenchable passion, so alike to that of my beloved, which did spur me into flight. And for mine own part, I would countenance no longer the hands of evil men to use my brood brother's eye for ill.
So you do distinguish between those who acknowledge and repent their sins and those who perpetuate them. Interesting.
Interesting.
It seems to me that you have not, in fact, lost faith in mankind as a whole. Rather, you weigh our respective merits by how we allow the past to influence our future.
Spare me thine idle sophistry. Even were there a mote of truth in thy reasoning, what of it? Wouldst thou have me slay mine own sibling to save a city of mortals?
Should we suffer ties of blood to bind our hands, then? Nay, if the crime is one of unconscionable evil, we must needs condemn it, even should the transgressor be our closest kin. When my father corrupted himself and his followers with the power of a primal, I beseeched the Warrior of Light to slay him, an act alike to patricide. That he did not die by my hand matters little. If anything, it heaps greater disgrace upon my name. But had my father not fallen, he would have drawn countless thousands into a holy war of hellish proportions, which I hold the greater crime. Thus did I order his execution, sparing the lives of my people and yours. Alas, your brother Worm now prepares to murder those whom I sought to spare. What is more, he has taken my comrade's body for his own. But if I must slay my dearest friend to defeat my direst foe, I will not flinch from my duty.
Thou wouldst strike down thy friend, and by example of thy righteousness persuade me to break mine oath and kill my kindred? Midgar Sormer. Heed me, my child. The servants of Hydaelyn envision a different outcome. They intend salvation not only for Ishgard, but for the doomed Dragon Slayer as well. Believest thou this shade to be Nidhogg returned? Is it not merely a manifestation of his vengeance, the shadow cast by thy brood brother's rage? I would not command thee, but ponder well thy course, lest it lead thee unto greater remorse. I am not going to say anything in this circumstance. What? No words for me, warrior? I take it thou art resolved to act whether I aid thee or no. Ha! I do admire thy determination. I really just felt like I shouldn't speak after the dragon. Like, just... I don't need to add on, you know? Just listen to what the dragon just said. Hast thou the strength of will to stand against so terrible a shadow, I wonder? 'Twould seem I must put thee and thy companions to the proof. I shall await thee in the ruins wherein Radatasker once dwelled. Heed well the words of my children, and hasten thee to the place of thy trial. Dang it, I missed it. I believe I spied a wyvern landing just outside the palace. It's doubtless one of the children of whom Heavensward spoke. Come, my friends, let us not keep our escort waiting. Imperious Wyvern. My broodmates and I will bear you to the place of your trial. Make your preparations. Sor Kai now accessible. A new regular duty has been added to the duty finder. I'm just doing all this stuff with NPCs, man. We don't need to wait around for real people. Who needs real people when you've got computers? To the trial! If all party members are incapacitated, they will be revived automatically. Okay. Cloud Gardener. A lot going on here.
I have my pride.
Alright, killed everything. Good. Whoa! Oh. Garden Melia. Let's kill these little Sancchinis real quick. Enchanted fan again. All of my fans are enchanted with me. Here we go, Cloud Gardeners. Yeah, I guess I can, even though this thing's like a giant stone, I can still somehow poison it. Ah, I got hit that time. That hurt. That one hurt. I got caught sleeping.
Down with you!
Chieftain Moglin.
Release!
Captain Mogson. Palm guard, palm pincher. Can't kill them or what? They just stay knocked out? Take out the captain.
Down with you! Down with you!
I don't know why he's saying that so much. Down with you, down with you, down with you. Kupo, it's enough. You've made your point. This isn't a fight to the death, Kupo. To the next part. Overcome the unstifled prayer after the unsevered despair that we just beat. Some mere buzzards that we must defeat. Now we got a bunch of eggs. We're just gonna like wake up if we don't defeat them quickly enough. Cockerel.
Focus. Release.
Oh, whoa. Anzu.
Down with you!
Got him.
Focus. Release. Away with you.
Another one of these things. It's quite the trial, man. They're making us defeat so many enemies. I probably shouldn't really have used a limit break on the last one. That was probably stupid of me. But on the other hand, why not? I had the limit break. It was full. Might as well use it.
Down with you!
Just a little treasure coffer. Some bangles. Sanctuary. Sanahel. And a Cargus. Alright, now we'll take on the Cargus. It looks like a hippogriff. easy. Alright, this might be the Unstifled Prayer up here, I'm guessing. Pokerage. Okay, it's not the Unstifled Prayer, I guess. Not easy either. You're a bad horse. Oh god. Run! Yeah, that hurt. That also hurt.
I have my pride. It ends here.
Jeez, that hurts. There's electric everywhere.
Down with you.
Okay, now let's see what happens here. All right, so we got to go this way. Oh, that still hurts.
I have my pride.
Thanks for the heals. We defeated it! Alright, Unstifled Prayer is no longer sealed. Defeat Hraesvelgr. Alright, here we go. On to Hraesvelgr. It would seem. Hraesvelgr Broodling.
Focus. Release. Away with you. Away with you.
Oh, whoa, Hraesvelgr. Thou hast weathered my trial thus far, but I'm not convinced. I will try thy limits, he says. Alright, now the Holy Wyvern. Rain death.
Away with you.
I'll take the treasure. Prophet's ring. Okay, this opened up on this side. What's next? Blizzard Dragon. Dragon's not very blizzardy.
You underestimate me.
Let's see, there's a treasure coffer here, so let's open that up. The Wrangler's Scarf. Alright, but we're supposed to go this way. Let's just see. I don't think there's any gear that's good for me still. Just too high level, man. Nothing you can do about it, you know? Nidhogg will spare thee no clemency, and neither must I. This place looks pretty cool. Yeah, that looks awesome. Look at this. Look at this place. Let's go! Sorry, Hraesvelgr, but we're gonna have to take you out.
You underestimate me.
Thy sky is the domain of dragons. How wilt thou contend with such mastery? Oh, shoot. Does that mean I'm supposed to be over here? Now we gotta spread out. This guy's doing some real damage, dude. Oh shoot, I'm like sliding all over the place, dude. Uh-oh, I'm in trouble. I can't stop sliding around. Okay, I'm almost dead. Second wind. I'm gonna die here. This is not easy.
I have my pride. I have
I
my
am
pride.
dead. Dang it! Alright, so I died. I think that means we just gotta restart. Dude is doing some major damage. Alright, we'll try this again. Right off the bat, he hits me.
Away with you.
Okay, then you gotta get to the middle so that you don't die. Said fight on, warrior. Press thy attack. This I don't like. Sliding around sucks. Come on, come on. I'm about to get lit up, dude.
For the House of Leviathan!
You underestimate me.
I have my pride.
You underestimate me.
I have my pride.
Thy resolve hast withstood my scrutiny. Mayhap there was hope to be had in one such as thee, he says. I want to get my limit break full, and then we'll use it. All right, let's use it. We do good damage or what?
For the House of Leviathan!
I think I got him. I think he's dead. Oh shoot, I didn't move. Please tell me it let me beat it. Okay. I was an idiot. I thought it was over and I didn't move. I cannot carry any more elegant tomestones of poetics. Oh, that sucks. I need to use those, I guess. I don't remember what you spend elegant tomes of poetics on. I don't even remember. Even bereft of an eye, my brood brother was a fearsome foe indeed. But having tasted thy strength firsthand, I do begin to see how thou didst bring him low. Eidolon choseth her servants well. Very well. I shall trust in the seed of man one last time. By thy deed shall the flickering hope that lingereth yet within my heart be kindled anew, or extinguished forever. We'll try to kindle instead of extinguish, but you never know. That you yet stand is ready proof of your determination, mortals. Let us fight as allies, then, and together banish my brood brother's vengeful shade. On my oath, the wrath that once was Nidhogg shall meet its end. This I swear on the memory of my beloved Shiva, and on the soul of lost Isel. We did it! We won the dragons over! Oh, my poor ribs. That was a painful reminder of a great worm's might. Had he truly meant us harm, we would not be standing here now. Plainly, his intent was to teach. His onslaught forced me to recall my training, about the speed of the dragon, his balance, his blind spots. It was, in short, a very thorough lesson. Ow, Kupo! Crimson, let me begin by congratulating you on the completion of your trial. For one with a name more befitting a jester, you fight with the savagery of a rabid demon. Do you see how my wings are kinked? Even my paw makes. After this drubbing, I fear my loyal subjects will have to bear the load of my personal chores for quite some time, Kupo. Possibly indefinitely. What? When I told you about Crimson's trial, I didn't mean for the rest of us to suffer. That's triple shifts for you, Morgan. Triple? But that's not fair! There's no justice, Kupo! None at all! These Moogles are crazy.
Our negotiations proved rather more strenuous than I had anticipated, but the results seem well worth the effort.
The battle was indeed hard won. Thank you, my friends. I would never have earned Hraesvelga's cooperation had you not seen fit to grant me yours. 'Twas your stalwart heroism that moved the heart of the Great Worm at the last. Any gratitude I can offer is but poor reward for your continued service to Ishgard.
Twould seem our final reckoning with the dread worm is at hand. I only wish we had some inkling as to when he means to strike. Oh, gods.
The cry heraldeth his coming. Nidhogg's shade hath taken wing.
It has begun. We must away to Ishgard.
Take some potions, please. An end to the song. Imric is just desperate to fly to Ishgard's defense. Ishgard will not last long against Nidhogg and his horde. We must away. Know you then what this roar portendeth?
Aye. I must return to my city without delay.
Then we shall lend you our wings. Let us meet with Nidhogg on the field of battle, and together bring an end to his wrathful song. Let's go, team! I was honestly wondering who was going to fly on Hraesvelgr. I wasn't sure, but apparently it's me. I get the big dragon. You guys get the little dragons. Dang. Oh, dropped him right off the bridge. Pretty good animation, actually. I'm impressed.
Remember your training.
She killed a dragon by herself.
The Lord Commander returns. Ugh. We must hold.
Okay, she's just slicing all the dragons by herself. She's a freaking beast, dude. I would not enjoy being thrown off of a bridge. I would not like that. I wouldn't like being eaten either.
Reinforcements! By the Fury, that one is the size of Nidhogg.
That's the idea, my boy. That's the idea.
Lord Commander!
What about me?
You are late, Warrior of Light.
Okay, there. Yeah, a lot of people died while I was gone. I get it. I get it. It's pretty epic. Are we gonna get our friend back or not? Is Estinian still in there? Light versus dark. Wherefore standest thou with these vermin, brother? Abandon this war, shade. The suffering thou sowest serveth no end. The traitor's progeny have learned of their forefathers' betrayal, and seek now to make amends with our kind. Never shall our grief be assuaged, nor our loss forgotten, but reconciliation may yet halt the spread of this plague of enmity. Forsake thy vengeance and be at peace. What soft-hearted ramblings are these? Thy dalliance with that vile maid hath robbed thee of thy wits. Mayhap her cloying perfume hath made these forget the stench of our brood sister's lifeblood. Thou darest speak thus of my beloved? Ah, so the flames of rage may yet be kindled. I feared thy heart's fire had long since gone out. But waste not thy fury on words, brother. Thou shalt have need of it for the battle. To battle! Gonna throw like a whole tower at us? Yes. What's that gonna do? Ameryk's like, it's like when your mom puts her arm out when she hits the brakes in the car. Like that's gonna do something. Nova just went off. What's going on up there, guys? Oh my gosh, he tore off one of his wings? Oh my gosh. Wait, is Hraesvelgr dead or he just tore off a wing? Ugh. Thou art weak, Hraesvelgr, a slithering worm who fawneth on the vermin who should rightly be his prey. For 1,000 years have I fought without cease, and thou didst think to prevail against me? Glory not in thy victory, Shade. The battle is not yet won. My power and my hope have I entrusted to another. What? Thine eye! What hast thou done? Where the heck's his eyeball? I have it? No pun intended. I have it, get it? What if I turn into a dragon? That'd be awesome. Fool! Thou wouldst trust a mortal with thy strength? I know thee. 'Twas thou who didst intrude upon my lair and best the half of me. But now I'm whole, and naught in creation shall deny me my vengeance. The final steps of faith now accessible. Imbued with Hraesvelgr's last sliver of hope, you stand at the forefront of your allies as the last bastion against the raging shade of Nidhogg. Have you the resolve to conquer the great worm at the height of his power, or will Ishgard perish in fire and ruin? Here, on the battle-stricken steps of faith, your deed shall decide how the final verse of a 1,000-year dirge of grief and vengeance will be sung. Alright. The only question I have is, I'm full apparently on Allegan Tomestones of Poetics. Where do I spend this stuff? Level 60 gear in Idleshire. Let's just see what happens if I go there and try to spend some. Like, where do I spend Tomestones of Poetics? I don't know. We'll find it. What's Boisterous Bruiser about? Not right now. Half 6 is fidgeting. Ebb and ether flow. Pishka. Half 6 has very important tasks for trusty Uplander. Must be done with fastness. Aetheryte of Idleshire needs of inspection. Maybe needs upkeep too. If Gobbies do not take a look and fix little problems, its spinnings may shudder and stop. But there's very big boom. But half 6 does not have the right tools. Uplander, there's no time to waste. Half 6 needs ether flow distributors. The nearest are in base of Illuminati. Come, come, raid their store pots. Alright, but like, where do I spend these tomestones? I see like a bunch of shops all over the place. Register with the house? Let me look this up. Hismina 5.7, 5.2. So it's one of these traders up here, yes? Homestone exchange, all right. So, weapons. Augmented Shire Longbow. So like, this does 79. It has auto attack 80.05, delay 3.04. Is this just the same? Dexterity 99. Dexterity 99, Vitality 104, Determination 69. So this seems slightly worse. Not quite good enough. Alright. How about armor? Oops. Alright, so that's worse. This is slightly better. That's slightly better. This seems a lot better. Just buy that. Buy all that. Alright, so of that, it only recommended adding this one and not the others. Anyways, I don't know. Okay, so... Heavensward helmet fragments. Get these, I gotcha. Okay. There's just so much going on in this game. Alright, I think that's good though. I mean, now basically I spent the Tomestones of Poetics. I got a little bit better gear. Our Bard's up to 266 now. Back to Ishgard. Let's finish this battle, Crimson Knights. All right, let's do it. Here we go. Duty registration. Oh, we might have to wait a minute here. And so we stare at one another.
Flame
Alright, I want to see something. This song is like so epic, huh? So it's got to be in the chest, I see. Right, now we're up to 268. I got a different look now. You like how I hit that, Crimson Knights? Sheesh. All right, so far we've only been matched with one other person out of the 8 that we need. We're 6 minutes in. It says average wait time is 12 minutes. But it could pop at any time. You never know. I'm probably gonna have to start eventually leveling a bit, like off stream, just do some duties. Try to do some duties. Sounds like I'm talking about pooing. Not, I'm saying do a duty in the Finder. Like dungeons and whatnot. Try to get more XP and level up. Oh, there we go. Commence! Let's go! Here we go, Crimson Knights. Alright, that wasn't a bad wait. That was not bad. Waited maybe 7-8 minutes. The final steps of faith in Querthus. I can't believe he ripped off his brother's wing. It's crazy. Braesfelger has paid a price for this battle. Let's get this guy! Oh, gotta kill Shadow Brobignac. And Shadow Dragon. The other one's just named Shadow Dragon. Didn't even give a name. Oh, shoot. Excuse me, why are you swinging at me? Don't like that. Shadow Frolic. Good. We did it! Ow. Look upon the fool who dared embrace my power. Witness the darkened wings that beat about his shriveled soul. Oh, dang. Champions of man, hearken to my fury. Thy final verse is sung. Ow, that hurt. Now what? If evil, why sexy? Oh, God. making pretty good progress so far. Now what? Now what? Rude brother, thou hast doomed me. But if must meet my end, then all shall burn by the pyre. He seems angry. So close. We got him, I think. Almost looks like Ifrit. Okay. Back down to Estinian. We save Estinian. Now it's like, yeah, just leave him. How do you give, oh, player commendations? I'll give her one, why not?
Estinian!
I feel like he's gonna walk over and just rip the eyes out.
Is this to be mine end? Nay, I will not allow it. I am of the first brood. I am vengeance incarnate. I am Nidhogg. Thou shalt die by my hand.
Fighting himself?
This is not your hand, worm!
There you go. Estinian is fighting against Nidhogg within him. Now... Okay, now he's choking himself. Oh, what?
Thou wilt obey.
He just crushed his own throat.
I would ask one last favor of you, Warrior of Light. Finish me, now, while I have the beast subdued!
I'm like, yep, will do, I'll kill you.
You waste your time. Kill me! It is the only way! Ending Nidhogg will be my final duty. No! You can't die like this! I won't let you!
Her spirit is with us. his spirit as well. Dang, we got the eyes out. All right. Undone by mortal will. And now... I got a giant eyeball.
The eyes! Cast them into the abyss!
Is that the abyss, though? I feel like someone will just go down there and get it. Yeah, I definitely feel like someone's gonna go down there and get those eyes. They're not safe. No way.
He lives. Ah, Estinian, my ill-fated friend. Lucia, summon the healers. I want them ready to receive him.
At once, Lord Commander.
Allow me to do this much, at least.
Sorry about your wing, my guy. The Horde have sensed the fall of their master and scattered to the winds.
You have my gratitude, Hresvelga. Your deeds this day have saved a great many lives.
Then our alliance hath served its purpose. Thou didst wield the power I granted thee well. 'Twas thine own skill and not mine eye which earned thee victory. It's like, but I do want my eye back. Oh, he didn't want it back? I wish thy companion a swift recovery. Fare you well, children of man. I feel like he should have asked for his eyeball back.
The battle is won. We can do no more for Estinian now than bear him home and wish him well. Even as Hresvelga did. The rest we must trust to the hands of the healers and the grace of the gods.
Through the haze of pain, I swear I sensed... But no, past is done. We must look to the future. At long last, Nidhogg is gone. His foul spirit cast out once and for all. I only pray that Estinian survives the ordeal. $5,000 whole XP? Heroes of the hour. Alfido seems distracted. Your battle with Nidhogg's Shade will beget many an epic ballad, Crimson, and rightly so. It was, without a doubt, one of your more epochal victories, though I must admit that I took greater joy in seeing you emerge from the experience unscathed. And not only for your own sake, had you not been there to aid me, those infernal eyes would still be fused to Estinian's mail. Yet even with Nidhogg gone, I cannot help but wonder how much of our friend remains. Let us pay a visit to Lucia, and beg news of his condition. Crimson, Master Afino, my honored friends. As if winning Raisvelger to our cause were not enough, you took it upon yourselves to rid us of his brood brother, and know not how to thank you. My own contribution was hardly noteworthy. The true saviors of the day were Crimson and Estinian. One triumphed over Nidhogg's Shade through strength of arms, and the other through strength of will. Speaking of Estinian, what news of his recovery? The Azure Dragoon was conveyed to the infirmary, where he now resides under the care of our hospitalier captain. I'm told he has yet to regain consciousness. But as you know, Estinian's mind and body were held hostage for many days. We must be patient and allow the process of healing to begin. In the meantime, you would do well to rest and recover from your own ordeals. But surely... Sir Aymeric is never long from Estinian's bedside, and I will send word the moment there are any developments. Now, if I have satisfied your concerns, I believe Lord Edmont and his sons are most eager to celebrate your return. Very well, First Commander. Come, Crimson, 'twould seem that we are awaited at Fort Tomp Manor. Oh, this will give us some ether as well. Honoring the past. The Hallinart Knight is in mourning. We recently held a ceremony to honor the passing of Sir Clodabompt, third son of House Hallinarte. But I was surprised to see none of the Rose Knights from Camp Cloudtop in attendance. Not that they should abandon the camp, mind you, but at the very least I expected to see Rentremont, or perhaps Lady Laniette in attendance. I'm sure she has her reasons for not attending, but Rentremont is a dear friend of mine, and I know he cared for Sir Clodabompt. What the heck is this? Clodabompt. They worked closely together for many years, down to the very end. Which is why I want you to present this to him. The battle standard raised during the ceremony. I am certain he would have attended if he could, and at the very least, I should think he would appreciate a memento from his ceremony. Alright, so we accepted that. Let's see, what are we at? 23 out of 30. We got plenty of space. How about this? Torsifers. Alright. I'm just looking for all the things that'll give me more ether current.
The heroes of the hour return.
We but did our duty, my lord. It was the memories of fallen friends and not our heroism which saw us through at the last.
Sore.
I gave every ounce of my strength. But mine efforts would have counted for naught had the Warrior of Light not arrived to challenge the Great Worm.
Speaking so quietly.
As a sworn knight of Ishgard, I had hoped to do more for my city.
Well, we cannot all be heroes, dear brother. Let us put away our pride for a moment and revel in the valiant deeds of our comrade. For your sterling service to Ishgard, we salute you. And while we're on the subject of valiant deeds, I believe I myself have earned some small measure of recognition. Under my watchful command, the ballistas of the Outer Ward struck down a veritable swarm of Dravanian invaders.
My lord's command was certainly watchful. He bravely watched as the siege crews took aim, and continued to watch as countless wyverns met their end. Indeed, the ward's defenders proved so well drilled that my lord had little occasion to stop watching.
Well told, Honora. Honora.
There will be time enough to determine who is most deserving of recognition later. Our friends are doubtless weary from their exertions. I had chambers prepared in expectation of your return. You are welcome to retire at your leisure.
Thank you, Count Edmond.
I am most grateful for your hospitality, my lord, but I believe I shall pay a visit to the Temple Knight's Infirmary. Pray excuse me.
Our master Alphino has grown. The plight of his stricken brother-in-arms pains him more than his own hurts. In which respect he has come to resemble you, Warrior of Light. Go then, visit the Azure Dragoon, and grant him what comfort you may.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do before. You all were like, no, and now you're like, go ahead. Crimson, my friend, what can I do for the savior of Ishgard? You seek Master Alphino? Ah, he came to relieve me of my vigil a short while ago. When he begged to sit at Estinian's side, I could not well refuse him. Though he would sooner faint than admit it, the boy must be exhausted by Heavensward's trial and all that followed. Estinian is blessed to have such a devoted comrades. Litany of Peace. Aymeric appears lost in nostalgia. We can get a wind-up Aymeric from this. The Dragon Song Orchestrion roll. And the Alpine Coat. My own friendship with Estinian began some 10 years past, shortly after we joined the Temple Knights. I learned his name soon enough, but Estinian barely registered my existence. I was less a fellow recruit and more shadow, which occasionally darkened his path. And so I might have remained had fate not seen fit to intervene. While out on patrol, our company was set upon by a dragon, and we were the only two to survive. The experience forged a bond between us, as such life-threatening situations are wont to do. Despite our friendship, he remained an intense and solitary youth, wholly obsessed with claiming vengeance against Nidhogg. Revenge was ever at the forefront of his mind. Revenge for the death of his parents, and revenge for his younger brother. I would venture that in Alphino he sees something of his lost sibling. And in the ungentle chidings of Estinian, Alphino has found the elder brother he never had. Truth be told, Estinian's tactless observations have saved me from the disaster more than once, and I can well understand Alphino's affection for him. He's a friend for whom I would gladly... Lord Commander, your presence is required in the infirmary. Is he? Tell them I'm on my way. Quickly, Crimson, we must go to him. Upon proceeding to the infirmary, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. Alright, I am gonna go get some cookies and milk. I'll be right back, and then we will enjoy these cutscenes to close out the night. BRB. Crimson Knights, I got some cookies and milk. Let's proceed to the infirmary and enjoy these cutscenes, shall we? Hopefully they have voice acting.
Estinian.
Cease your mewling, boy. It grates my ears.
This is what he looks like with his helmet and gear off, huh?
Forgive me. When I saw you awaken, I could not... It was such a relief. We feared you might never wake up.
Indeed.
Now, Estinian. If Master Alphino thought any less of you, you would still be Nidhogg's plaything. Or dead.
Aye, 'twas but a jest. I thank you, Alphino. And you too, Warrior of Light. Quite how you managed to persuade Hraesvogr to aid in his brood brother's downfall I cannot imagine. But full glad am I that you did. Yet again, you have achieved the impossible.
That's what we do.
I, for my part, owe you an apology. When last we met, I did willingly loose an arrow at your heart. Can you forgive me?
There is naught to forgive, Hameric. You but acted in defense of Ishgard as is your duty. Were you any less single-minded about it, I would not follow you into battle will trust you at my back. Besides, I had come to the selfsame conclusion, that I would have to perish for Nidhogg to be stopped. So let us dispense with the hand-wringing. I have heard enough mewling for one day.
Oh!
The tendrils of Nidhogg's foul presence bound up every fiber of my being, usurping my senses, but I yet retained some trace of awareness.
Good job, my guy.
The worm's mind was as a vast and tumultuous sea. Endlessly its black waters churned, his grief and despair at Ratatoska's murder never calming, never receding. Driven by this surging current came wave upon wave of unrelenting rancor. It was the very image of my own heart. There I saw the dark reflection of the hatred I felt after Nidhogg slew my family, when no path remained save vengeance against dragonkind. Neither one of us had a choice. But I was blessed with something Nidhogg was not. Comrades and teachers to console and admonish me. Had I not had them to gainsay my obsession, it would surely have consumed me as Nidhogg's did him, and we would have been in all respects alike. Though his shade is banished, his spirit scattered upon the sea of clouds, I feel no joy at his passing. Where once I craved vengeance, I now crave rest.
Time to move on, Dragoon. The war's over anyways.
Lord Commander, my hunt is at an end. I would lay down the mantle of Azure Dragoon.
I will take that helmet, though, if you're not going to use it.
My friend.
He has tired himself with too many words. I doubt not that he will make a full recovery, but he must be allowed some few days of quiet.
Basically, get out. Everybody get out.
I too must see my path to its end. Sleep well, my friend.
What's Amaric's path gonna be?
Following the battle with Nidhogg on the Steps of Faith, Sir Emeric called an assembly that he might make his final proclamation as acting head of state. 'Twas there, with one decree, that the 1,000-year rule of the archbishops was ended, paving the way for a new republic. The governance of Ishgard would now be placed in the hands of high and lowborn alike, their ranks represented by the newly founded House of Lords and House of Commons. Church was separated from state. The foundation for change had been carefully laid, and the reforms proposed by Ishgard's new government passed into law without incident.
That is surprising.
His duty done, Emeric de Burrell gladly stepped down from the Archbishop's dais, only to be raised unto the highest seat in the House of Lords.
Hey Jeremiah, how's it going, man? Happy Friday, good to see you.
He strove at first to refuse.
Been a minute since I've seen you guys. How are
the
you?
Unexpectedly strident voice of the Count de Durandare left him little choice but to accept. And so it was that the winds of gentle revolution came to stir. Prominent among the many honored guests at Sir Emeric's investiture were the ambassadors of Dragonkind, a fitting symbol of Ishgard's newfound...
Which ones do you think are the ambassadors of Dragonkind? Which ones do you think they are? The crowd. I'm doing well, Jeremiah. Definitely excited for the weekend. Looking forward to having a rest. Enjoying this game a lot. But yeah, how about yourself, dude? Wait, are people going on rides on the dragon?
People looked on in awe.
Okay.
As he soared through the heavens on Dragonback.
Like, obviously, Amaric is on the Dragonback, but I thought these kids, like, hopped on were going for a ride. Which would be crazy. Glad you're doing good, Jeremiah. Is Estinian gonna go try to get a girlfriend or something? I'm flying around on a dragon.
Thus were the notes of the dragon song rewritten. The din of war, giving way to a rising litany of peace and hope.
Very nice. So did I give his eyeball back? Seems like I did, right? Seems like now Hraesvelgr has his eyeballs back. Got any fun plans for the weekend, Jeremiah? From the memoirs of Count Edmond de Fortemps, Heavensward. A lot of cutscenes to end this patch. Heavensward. Alright, let's talk with Sir Emmerich again. Just chilling, Jeremiah. That's always a good plan, though. Always a good plan. I was gazing out at the sea of clouds in an all too rare moment of idleness when I chanced to behold a certain hero wending his way towards the city on Dragonback. Welcome home, Crimson. Nay, 'twas no grave matter that moved me to greet you in person. Between you and me, I merely sought respite from the pressures of office. No sooner do I surrender my role as temporary head of state than I'm burdened with the position of more permanent responsibility. I fancy that it echoes in some small measure the way you must feel when your improbable feats of heroism are rewarded with still more impossible challenges. The myth which guided our society for generations lies in tatters. Am I then to be scorned for building upon the system of nobility that I once sought to tear down? And what strange jest is this that places me at its pinnacle? An archbishop's bastard at the head of the House of Lords? But these questions are for me to answer. It's not in man's nature to change overnight. This I learned through painful experience. And it was this hard lesson which convinced me to take the path which we now follow. Even as we rebuild the bridge between man and dragon, so must we reimagine Ishgard, one carefully placed stone at a time. We must remember that it is not for us that we lay this groundwork, but for the men and women that our children will become. May their towers rise proudly from the fundament of our legacy. I hear word from Captain Whitecape that Estinian's vanished from his sick room. His willfulness survives undiminished. Should you ever happen upon our unmannerly friend on your travels, pray assure him that I shall keep Ishgard safe until he deigns to come home. Thank you, Crimson, and please, convey my warmest regards to Master Alfino. Where is Estinian? Where'd he go? Alright, now we gotta find Alfino. So could he be up here this way? Or am I going the wrong way? I always get so confused out here. I went the right way. Okay, good, good, good. I went the right way, don't worry. You spoke with Sir Emmerich. I do not envy him his new position. Ishgard has chosen a new road, but one littered with the detritus of 1,000 years of broken faith. Yet though her people may stumble from time to time, I know of none better than Sir Emmerich to lead the march of progress. As for us, there remains the small matter of ushering in a new dawn in the shadow of inscrutable Ascian machinations and a seemingly endless procession of primals. But we too must walk our chosen path, no matter how treacherous the footing. We did it! In the wake of Ishgard's governmental reform, new airship routes have been sanctioned. You may now travel to a selection of distant locales from the landing in Ishgard. Where are they throwing us next? I told you these guys were going to be down there looking for the freaking eyeballs. Why'd we toss them? I knew somebody was going to go looking for them. It's just bad news. I swear, if Nidhogg comes back again, that is absurd. thank you, Blanhose. Nay, you need not remain there. We shall rendezvous at the usual place. All this proceeding is expected, then. Aye, there's naught to concern us, aside from one overly curious mouse. This way. Him again. It's of no moment. They will play their part and we will play ours. How did Alphino end up all the way over there? And thus did grey mist give way to azure skies. Man and dragon rise above, voices joined in song. But beneath shrouded bows, beyond the scope of light, shadow stirs. Floor of the Horde, achievement unlocked. Alright, and we should have gotten... Here it is. Wind up Amaric. So now we can get Amaric minion. A little Amaric minion. Alright, Crimson Knights, we finished up the patch. So, let's see, we finished up patch 3.3, Revenge of the Horde. Now we're on to 3.4, Soul Surrender. Alright, Crimson Knights. I am tired though, so I think this is going to be a good stopping point since we just finished up the patch. We'll call it a night here. I may be on tomorrow night again, and possibly we'll pick up with the next patch tomorrow night. Because I may not be streaming on Sunday, so I might stream tomorrow instead of Sunday. But in any case, I'll keep you guys posted. Thank you so much for joining the stream. Thank you for liking the video, being subscribed, join, follow on the channel on YouTube and on Twitch. Hope you guys enjoy the stream. I hope you have a good night, a good weekend until the next stream. Sleep well, Crimson Knights, and I will see you then. Appreciate you.